To believe we're already talking about the holidays, but we are. Here's Bridget Naso with a very special guest.
Yeah, I am indeed. Most kids know how to follow directions, and most kids are, great kids, but during the holidays it can get kind of hectic, especially when you add children to the mix for the holidays. Dara Green is here. She's from Seaside Nanny. She's joining us with tips on keeping the holidays from becoming very chaotic. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thanks, Bridget.
I know a lot of us are a little nervous about the holidays. You're bringing kids into environments, but you're also bringing grandparents and aunts and uncles into your own environment as well. So you've got some tips for us this morning. Let's start with our own home. What can we do to help our kids and our relatives get along?
Yeah. Well, one of the things you really want to do is very important is to provide your children with all the information that they could possibly ever need. Protect the kids' possessions. Let them know what's going on. Help them understand what it's all about.
Grandma's going to come.
Yep.
She's going to be here for 5 days where you're going to be sharing this space. If there's some things you don't want, moved.
Right. There's certain things we share, certain things that we probably won't want to share.
You might not want to wake up as early and be as loud.
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
Okay.
And involve the children in preparation for the holiday, cooking projects. Maybe they can make placemats for the guests to come.
I like that.
Yeah, and always prepare for the unexpected. That's very important because you never know.
Many of us are going, and we're going to Grandma and Grandpa's house or Aunt and Uncle's house. So what can we do to help our kids adjust? A lot of times, these environments aren't as kid-friendly as your own house.
Exactly.
Okay, so tell us what we can do.
We want to pack some things up from home where we have some comforts of home with us. And a lot of times you need to let them know exactly what to expect and let them be aware completely of your expectations of their behavior as well.
That's really important. Right off the bat, this is how I expect you to behave.
Mm-hmm.
And you've also brought in with you some of the things that you can bring into the environment to help it be a little more kid-friendly.
Yes.
Talk about some of the toys and craft items you've brought in.
Sure. Well, a lot of times when we go to families' houses, they're not kid-friendly, and we don't want to make a mess in their house. So there's a couple of things that we can do that are mess-less art projects, such as creating paper placemats with just basically some construction paper, some scissors, and that's good for their weaving skills.
And they have the kid-friendly scissors, too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nice.
We can do sticker books, cards, Play-Doh. There's a lot of recipes for homemade Play-Doh that we can get off the internet, books, of course. Especially traveling in a car, to have a box of books in the back seat so they can reach it is a wonderful thing.
This is great. Okay, yeah, just so load them up in a little box, and that way they can get to it. You don't have to reach back, reach around, and they can pick what they want. If they don't get car sick like I do. Okay.
Puzzles are great to bring to a family member's house. Again, it keeps the children preoccupied. A lot of things to do with their hands. Ants in the Pants is a great game. You can even take this stuff to restaurants. They're not creating a mess. This actually is one of the most wonderful things that we found. This is it's called Find It, and basically there's a little
look at that. There's like a feather
inside.
in there.
Yes, and there's a list on the top where you can find the different items inside. But this can keep a child busy for a long time, especially in a car.
It's like I Spy in a jar.
Yes,
that is so cool.
And then, a lot of things that the children can use with their hands. Very important because if they're busy with their hands, chances are their behavior will be a little bit better.
So what happens if Johnny isn't behaving? What do you do as a parent? You're in an environment that isn't your home environment. What's the best way to handle something when a child isn't meeting the expectation?
Well, redirection, disciplinary kinds of things. The first thing you really want to do is remove the child from the situation. That is so we don't damage their self-esteem. Take them away in a quiet room, get on their level, and talk to them. Explain to them again what your expectations of them are, and go from there. Chances are, if they're pulled out of the environment that they're in, they will calm down. If it's crazy in the house and there's a lot of children, bring them outside.
Yeah.
Let them do relay races, obstacle course outside in the backyard. It's easy to set up. You don't even need anything, especially if it's grandma's or Auntie Lynn's house.
Right.
You don't have to worry about bringing things. You can use paper plates. They can run in and out of things on the ground. It's easy.
Really give them the workout.
Yeah.
What about saying, hey, Grandma, Aunt, Uncle, this is a situation with Johnny or whoever, and that way they're aware of what some of the child's tendencies are right now, so they're not surprised by it. Would that be a good idea? Would you recommend that?
Yes, I do recommend that. Definitely letting the in-laws or the grandparents kind of be aware of where their children are coming from. We always have to be aware and very sensitive of our children's needs, especially in environments in which they're not used to being in.
Okay, and Dara Green is with Seaside Nannies. We appreciate everything you brought in, educated us a little bit, hopefully made our holidays a little easier.
I hope so.
Thank you.
you.
Happy holidays.
Thank you, you too.
Already.